I came over here all the way from Sweden in Europe, and that was like a 20-hour trip. And then I was just flying to Chile, and then I flew here from Chile this morning. So I got up at 4 o'clock this morning to come here to see you guys, and just seeing the enthusiasm you have here, and how much you love the game was totally worth all that effort. Now, we always try to make something new when we make a new Battlefield game. We try to refresh it, try to make something innovative, certain parts of the game. But now, with Battlefield 3, I would say that we are refreshing the whole game. And we start with a new engine that we developed at DICE called Frostbite 2. You already saw some of that just now that Spirit showed you in Need for Speed. And rendering is one thing. It's almost like a next-gen engine for the current gen platforms. But apart from rendering, we do a lot of other stuff. One of them being animation. So you actually also saw FIFA 12 earlier this day, and look at the players there, how they move around, how fluidly they move, how realistically they move. And imagine that we put that into Battlefield 3. So all the soldiers moving around and shooting each other, they look extremely realistic doing that. Now, apart from that, we also have the biggest maps we've ever made before. With new streaming technology and Frostbite 2 enables us to make bigger maps than ever. And the maps are totally dynamic, so we can chip away micro-destruction like small pieces of the cover from the enemies to tearing down a whole wall in the buildings in the urban environments. And on top of that, we have audio from our award-winning team that made Bad Company 2. So this whole package makes up the most physical and the most authentic game we've ever made. Now, we introduced the whole game at GDC in March with a map called Fault Line. And you play as the main character, Sergeant Blackburn. You see him here on the screen. He's shooting bad guys in bad parts of town of Tehran. And then all of a sudden there's an earthquake that rips open the whole ground, and there's a building falls over him. And that shows some of the destruction that we have in the game. Now, 3 months later, we showed another map called Thunder Run at E3. It shows a much more open map, super big environment, sandbox gameplay, typical Battlefield, and that shows another aspect of the game. Now, that's just the tip of an iceberg, because apart from an epic single-player campaign, we obviously also have multiplayer. We always had best-in-class multiplayer ever since Battlefield 1942. Now, apart from that, we're adding a completely new component to the game, which is co-op. And co-op is what you're going to play here today on the floor, if you haven't done that already. I'm going to talk a bit more about that later. But co-op is as simple and as much fun as it sounds like. You play together with a buddy online throughout the whole new campaign. So apart from a single-player campaign, we have a new one that's completely separate in co-op, and the maps are built specifically for that. You can expect everything that you can see from other parts of the game. You can drive ground vehicles, air vehicles, urban warfare, so everything is there. Now, before we delve deeper into co-op, I also want to mention Battle Log. Now, Battle Log is an intricate part of Battlefield 3. You can collect all your friends in one place, and you can engage with them much easier than ever before. Now, you can access this from PC, obviously, but you can also access it from console and other devices. So you can engage in Battlefield 3 at any time on any device. Now, there's something also that we call Battle Feed in this, which is a live feed of what's happening around you and your friends. So you can see when they have status updates, you can see when they do some smack talk, we just need some help. You can see what weapons they unlock, new awards, stuff like that, and everything is in real time. And of course, we're going to offer a huge selection of stats, so you can see and track every single aspect of your progression. You can compare that with your friends and your enemies. And the best part here is that it's all free. It's not a separate service that we charge for. It's an integral part of Battlefield 3, so everyone gets to play this. Now, as for co-op, I just want to mention a couple of things here for those that haven't played it already. Co-op was designed from start to be much more of a challenge. So if you play single player campaign, that's fine. If you play this, you're gonna get a real challenge. So you need to work together with your buddy. And speaking of teamwork, you know, as with multiplayer, we don't force teamwork in any way. Like, you don't have to play together, but it would be much more beneficial for you to do that, and it's gonna be much more fun. So a lot of mechanics we have in there that helps you play together. You know, everything from missions such as you know, flying a helicopter, one guy piloting the helicopter, the other guy gunning, to, you know, certain scenarios within the game, like there's one guy disarming a bomb, the other guy has to protect him, and all the gadgets from multiplayer and all the mechanics, all is there. So you're gonna play together as a team. Now, before I end this, I will also show you another trailer. This trailer shows some of the stuff that you're gonna get if you pre-order the game from certain retailers. It's a time-exclusive stuff, so you're gonna have this before everyone else. So, give it away. So before I end, I just would like to thank you all. You know, your enthusiasm is incredible. I haven't seen so much enthusiasm before. You know, South America is awesome. Now, I want to introduce our next speaker, which is our commercial lead, Max. Welcome.
Thank you, Patrick.